Hi, Nick Dogan, North State Law. We safeguard your professional license so you can get back to business. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the different administrative codes within the North Carolina Board of Nursing. So, North Carolina Board of Nursing, like all other licensing entities, are allowed and in some instances encouraged to come up with their own rules, and that is reflected in the administrative code. So North Carolina Board of Nursing's administrative code is going to be found in 21 NCAC 36. I'm going to talk specifically about 21 NCAC 36.021782. And that is essentially testing positive for a non-prescribed drug or illicit substance. Illicit substance being an illegal drug. So what does that exactly mean in that particular context with the administrative code? It essentially means, you're an RN, for example, you go to get a job at a hospital, you're gonna do a mandatory pre-employment drug screen, and you test positive for THC, which is essentially either marijuana or CBD. It's cannabis, essentially. So what is that gonna mean with the Board of Nursing? So in that particular instance, you would be in violation of 21 NCAC 36.021782. All right, the aforementioned administrative code. And the board can take a number of different avenues on that. And in my experience, at least, the severity of the potential penalty for testing positive for a substance for which you do not have a valid prescription, or one that is an illicit substance, varies depending on the severity of the drug. Also, it depends on whether or not you are accused of diversion. So diversion we can talk about at some other time, but sticking strictly to testing positive for the aforementioned substances, if you do test positive, let's say you test positive for an opioid, and they do a drug audit, and your opioid dispensing is not really up to snuff, and your count's probably off by 25 or 30. That's a problem. So you test positive for the substance that's actually missing. That's going to trigger multiple allegations with the Board of Nursing, including the aforementioned diversion, and definitely including testing positive for the illicit substance or the substance for which you do not have the prescription. So the board can offer a couple things, and they can offer alternative program, they can offer an intervention program, they can offer a discipline program. These are currently the three programs that they offer that will either stay private with the board upon completion of a lot of steps and a lot of oversight by the board, drug testing, things like that, over at least a 3-year period, or in the case of the disciplinary program, which would be public, you still have to do the same steps as you would into the other two programs, but at the conclusion of it, it's still going to remain public. So that could be one option that the board goes, or the board would present to a licensee. Other options would be suspension. One option could be just a private letter of concern if the illicit substance for which the licensee has tested positive is something like THC, or something very, very, very minor like that. So, it really is dependent on each individual circumstance as to what the potential outcome of the case may be. The biggest thing is to don't panic. Call an attorney. It doesn't have to be us. It can be anybody. Just, call somebody, licensed professional in this area, that can hopefully assist you. If you would like to speak with my office, more than welcome to do so. It's 919-521-8810 to speak with a member of my staff for a free 15-minute discovery call. We also have a lot of information on our website. It's northstatelawfirm.com, and we've got a lot of videos on the YouTube channel. I do want to say that the biggest thing is, if somebody has a legitimate drug or alcohol issue, the first thing they need to do is not call any attorney. They need to call somebody that can help get them help. somebody that is a specialist in addiction, somebody that's going to be able to get them into a rehab clinic, and somebody's going to be able to get them legitimate help and get them, get their mental health correct and get them off whatever substance that may or may not be addicted to. So, all right, I hope everybody has a great day, and thank you for taking care of North Carolina. Bye-bye.